the resource persons also to kind of upon Ms. Fatima Jacques, our very senior and founder member of the Green Club. The floor who can formally welcome our chief guest, Sri Vijai Sardesai, who is also the former agriculture minister, and a lot of innovations we added during his time. Warm welcome to you, sir, this evening. Kindly call upon Ms. Winifred to welcome Sri Usha Sardesai, the wife of Mr. Vijay Sardesai. Mr. Usha heads a confederation of women's self-help groups and heads a charitable trust, We for Fatorda, that is active in social, cultural field in Fatorda. I now call upon Pauline to give roles to the resource person, Mr. Vijay. Warm welcome, Mr. Vijay. I space now to give our roles to the resource person, the second resource person for today, Juliet Carneiro. Well, I now call upon Mr. Edward to kindly formally address that Edward Mendes is the president, the current president of the Green Club.
Carneiro. They are going to handle the later part of this workshop. And to speak about a little bit of Green Club. Green Club is a registered society with the government of Goa, founded in 2014 by Mrs. Kurade along with some of her close associates from different parts of Goa. And the idea of forming this club was to promote kitchen gardening all over Goa, so that we have our own healthy vegetables growing in our backyard. We take the activities forward in the Green Club by organizing such workshops and seminars, connecting with other people through various field trips, and also giving out seeds, which is part of our main aim of the club. So I won't take much time, we are already late. I would like to request some new members that are here today, non-members of the Green Club, to join the club, take the details from the registration desk, and
and a strong youth following in the state. I now call upon Mr. Vijai Sardesai to kindly address the participants of this workshop conducted by Green Club.
At the outset, I would like to apologize for being a little late. गोंयकार म्हणून हांवें अशें धरिल्लें की तुमी सुशेगाद दोनांक कोण येतलो काय म्हणून. Conscious about what we eat, especially because diseases are spreading, which are on account of huge chemical fertilizers, use of chemical fertilizers. Everybody is talking about nature farming, about being organic and all that. Unfortunately, in Goa, organic, we had started a process of organic. And organic doesn't happen overnight. It would take minimum 7 years for the soil to get cleaned up, for every residue of the chemical fertilizers to go. And for that to happen, you need huge awareness and a socio-politically conscious citizenry, which we had attempted to do during our time. Subsequent governments Modi talks a lot about nature farming, but nobody practices it at all. Our chief minister also talks a lot, but distributes fertilizers to farmers. You can see them distributing fertilizers. So this is the antithesis, the paradox of the whole thing. So what I am coming to is that whatever we do is our contribution to nature and also contribution to self. Because if we are going to produce what we eat, then we will try to produce it in such a way that it is not harmful to us. And especially the effects of huge chemical fertilizers or preservatives in food, leading to diseases which are very rare diseases, can force you to become organic. In my case, my sister expired because of the cancer of the adrenal gland. It's a cancer of 1 among 10,000 people get it. My father is a scientist, and he was not coming to terms about losing his daughter, but as a scientist he was trying to see why she would have ever got it. The only way we deciphered was she used to go to the market, buy a lot of fruits. And the fruits are certainly having preservatives. Then on we are eating fruits which we produce. I am also a farmer of sorts. I own an agricultural property. But in Goa, I am very happy to see such a good response. Certain people whom I know, like a person coming from Kurturi, which is supposed to be the granary, you expect that you will have a participation from them. Overall, middle class individuals, the citizens, be interested to have a green club and take it forward is something which is good for Goa. It is without any support from the government, which is still better, which means that there is no political agenda behind this entire exercise. It is genuine being green, and I would certainly pledge whatever support of mine from my side to taking this green club forward. I thank you very much for calling me here, and I regret that you did not call me when I was minister, and I could have done a lot more. But I will certainly take input from your session today to fight for things. At the moment I am supposed to be fighting, and I am perhaps lonely fighting. But we need to fight, because without fighting you are not going to get anything on the platter, including the crops that you produce or the food that you produce. Without fighting with the soil, you are not going to get it just like that. So we need to toil, and we have got to toil. And I am in solidarity with you in toiling. Thank you very much, and I am happy to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Vijai Sardesai. And part of the delay was because he was at his talk since morning. He's also a very green enthusiast, so he got delayed in the process of returning back. So he owns a farm himself and who understands a lot about the Green Club and the activities here. And henceforth will be glad to associate with you. I now call upon Ms. Vijai Sardesai to address the crowd. There are a lot of ladies who are looking up to you. You can say a few words because you yourself have a good garden around your house and also around the farm.
Social business.
Hello, good afternoon everyone gathered here. Actually, I'm a little nervous when I speak on this. I'm not, so I believe more in action than speaking. And regarding the agriculture, it has been my passion from the childhood. So when Vijay was an agriculture minister, that is the time I was the most happiest person, because I thought that I would do much more than even Vijay. So I started visiting a lot of villages regarding the agriculture and made people understand why we need organic food. And people were very enthusiastic, and we had just started. Like agriculture and spirituality, both can go together, because when you are like healthy from within, with spirituality also, that also counts, because I believe that nature doesn't need human beings, human being needs nature. So if both the things go together, then we can do much more than we expect from the government and all. We individually can do a lot of things for the society. So with that intention, I had actually started something. So first thing I started was agriculture summer camp for the kids, because nowadays none of the kids, they really know about agriculture. What they see is all the plastic packets full of artificial food. So what I decided that a child from the age of 3 should be made to know what is agriculture, how the food comes, and how the food is grown actually. So when my summer camp started, most of the students were from that age group. So we had altogether 150 students, and the camp was for 15 days, and it was houseful. So many of the parents consulted me saying, please take. So I did not put any bar to it and kept on taking the students. So they reached up to 250 also. So, but they were very happy. And now whoever joined my summer camp, the parents were very happy because
Okay. Here what you on the screen you see is barcode, QR code. In my name there's a YouTube channel. Those who want to know in detail various things, I have already uploaded videos. Those who miss or those who want to go. So if you check with the channel, Eleuterio Carnero, you will get how to do the composter, all lot of things. So every time we just upload. Later on also you can take, or you can just type my name in your workshop on kitchen gardening. Many of you are here first time, some are already doing kitchen gardening, and there are some here to learn about the black soldier fly larvae composting. How many of you are here out of Goa? Any participant from outside Goa? Okay, then next, we'll just brush up. Kitchen gardening, why? Why you thought like we require this kitchen gardening? Yes? Besties idea? You anybody is not understanding Konkani or English, anything like this, is there? Because the Goa Green Club have just put ahead and you want anyhow today, there's no any cultural program, there is no film show, there is no football match, bare AC matter, ashe bosang eila.
We care for our health, that's why they do.
Okay, fine. So warm welcome for you all. So you all have come to know something. Myself and my wife, both are teachers in profession. We go all over Goa and outside Goa to conduct this awareness workshop. We don't charge. Even today what a club have taken, those are nominal charges to, with this expenditure of the hall or some other things. But we take only your praise. We take only your praise. Second thing, after this workshop, if something you want or something is missed, you can communicate to us. We will visit your house. It is not like coming today and not doing homework and all. As a teachers, we have that habit. We will come to your house, we will follow up, we will guide you. No food, no tea, no honorary anything, payment and all. We are at our own cost, we will come. Okay, fine. Go. Okay. Now during this COVID lockdown, many of you all have seen the situation. You could not move out of your house. And there was a shortage of food in your house. You were worried to fill your stomach. Tension. The government was not allowing you to go out. You were having money with you. You are having cash in your cupboard, you are having cash in your pocket, you are having cash in your bank, you are having ATM, you are having Google Pay, whatever things, sort of things. But there was a food shortage. Next. But that is nothing. Just 2 years was a flashback. Just 2 years was a flashback which was shown by God. But after 2 years, you have seen now, I have put one graphic, the ice is floating and animals are on that ice. We are very much near. But the worst to come, next, you will have money with you, but you will not have food with you to have. And here, this is recently published in the last, in the month of March or May, by one magazine, Economist. You have seen the food catastrophe. It is shown. What you can see there? Those are the human skull, but the artists have put the illustration in such a way, it looks like a wheat corn. Those are skull. Skull when we starve. When we starve, no food, we die. So the skeleton remains. The great famine is about to come, and we are just blindly not doing anything. Government has a matter, Karnataka. So we get supply from Karnataka. So, how many days you will get? we have changed this climatic change, man-made. We, human, have changed the climatic conditions. And as Sir also said, chemicals are used. Recently, in the month of June, I went to Simoga district in Karnataka to one scientist, biotech scientist, Dr. Kanta invited me to make the whole village aware how to change from chemical cultivation to organic. And I have seen the whole Karnataka, the whole farming community, they are with chemicals. The bullock cart loaded with a big 200-liter blue barrels with chemical fertilizers, pesticides, with power spray. Every farmer with a backpack spray with chemical fertilizers. And that is how we have spoiled the soil. The living organism in the soil. Jew Jantu jo amche zomnit asa, we have killed this by using all these chemical fertilizers. And after that also we are killing ourselves. And we need to revive that. We need to revive that. Now the question mark, what to eat? Now you must have already aware. Aao sangche poili, saran sangla ata, MLA sarat. So you must have already aware what is coming in the market. So are you ready to eat that poison? No. So that is why you are here. Although you are doing some agriculture, kitchen gardening, you want to learn in detail. So now I invite my wife. She will speak or she will show you how to go with the organic kitchen gardening, then pest control. After her, then I will come to the composting part, how to take care of your organic waste. And then at the end, I will talk about the black soldier larvae composting, how you can raise these larvae as your pet and grow, or you can rear backyard poultry and fish farming, biofloc. This is 10 years back I have started. I have started for 3 national level workshops. One Augusto is a participant of that. And many of the participants, they have already started their companies where they rear this black soldier fly larvae. They dry these larvae and prepare fish feed, floating, submergible. And I am the chairman of All India level Black Soldier Fly Farmers Association. That is a registered trust. We have registered in Chennai. So whatever we can within this time, we will share the knowledge. Suppose if time is not permissible for us, don't worry, we'll keep in touch and we'll see. I invite Juliet.
Good evening, everyone. Now, you will have to bear with my voice because this is like from a bass note to a low key note. weight loss also. Then boron. Boron you can meet only through wood ash, naturally. Okay. So see, wood ash, when you do all these things, when you just, your kitchen scrap, when you put into the compost bin, all these requirements are there in your compost. So you have to just put your compost, and actually compost neutralizes the requirement of the plant so that it can absorb. It helps in a very good manner actually. Okay, then the last is molybdenum. Okay, so tomatoes, legumes, peas, all these lentils, leafy greens, and eggs also. You can dry the shells and you can powder it, then put little powder, or I do it in that pot. Okay, yeah, miracle berry plant. Yeah, in that pot there are okay. In that planter, I put only you can see there are eggshells.
See, this is around 5 years, no? 3 years?
4-year-old
plant.
4 plus, but not completely 5
So
years.
in this,
This is miracle berry plant. Okay. So here, so in the soil, I have, see here, eggshells. For this plant, I use eggshell and onion peels.
the miracles
Okay. So those miracles, you will know once you start just putting those things, the miracles you will see, and then you will realize.
Small, it
this
bears
is a
small
miracle.
berries, red
That I
color.
will,
We have later on. We'll
that
show.
we'll do it later on. About the fruit, then next, so zinc, so wood ash, jackfruit seeds, and all these oysters. Even if you boil your jackfruit seeds, we have a habit of boiling them. Okay, then the water becomes starchy and like bluish sort of a thing, no? Yeah. So why? Because there is zinc in that. So if you use that water also for your plants, that is also a very good booster. Then your carbon is made from air, then hydrogen through the water, and also oxygen through air. Then next slide. Yeah. So now how does that nutrient help the plant? So when it comes to nitrogen in plant, it plays a vital role for what? To prepare the chlorophyll, that food that is required by the plant. Okay, that green color what is there, that then to absorb the sunlight, and then to absorb the sunlight, and then to convert that into sugar so that the plant benefits it. So then next one, potassium in plants, what it does, it regulates we water the plant, right? It just don't pull it up. This nutrient, that is potassium, has to be present in the soil. It has to be present in the soil. Only then the plant will be able to absorb those things. We feel that anything you put and anything it is going to come out. No. Okay. Then next, phosphorus also. Now phosphorus also plays an important role in flowering stages. So I told you next time put sweet potato water, and then you will see the flowers coming up. So why? Because there is phosphorus present in that. Okay, then many examples there. Then next, in calcium, so you can meet those requirements. What the calcium does is, it has actually cell wall membrane. Any infection that goes through has to face that wall. So it acts as a barrier in between. So to intact that and build up that cell wall, calcium is important in the plants. Then next, magnesium also plays a vital role for the chlorophyll thing. Next, sulfur. This is also required in the soil. Otherwise, the soil is going. See, the soil plays a different role. It becomes alkaline and it becomes acidic, and it has to be neutral also. So when these things are there, they manage all the requirements. Then next, chlorine. So what chlorine does is photosynthesis. So it is not just absorbing, but it needs to open up, and the process has to continue. So next, then copper in plants also, like this is one of the it helps in actually the production. सीडाची जी प्रोडक्शन जावपाचें आसा पळय तेजे तितून एका एकदम बऱ्याक पडटा तें. Because see, plant may have the seed, but the seed very mature seed जावपाक जाय for you to keep it next time. It is not just having the fruit. So if you want to keep those seeds, then you have to do it. Please, next, I think. Okay, ये उड़े दा बेटा, ये उड़े. Next, उड़ो ये सब लोग उड़े. Okay. See, the thing is.
They'll get it.
No.
See, we'll send it to you. This
No. It's okay. Next. Now, see, when I came to the point of pH, it's very important to balance the pH of the soil. Okay? So, the pH जो हा पळय तो actually कितें तो एक band असा कलराचे. Okay, red असता, green असता, and it slowly from yellowish to greenish takun ते मागीर bluish side वता. So the red part is the acid part. Then you have the middle center asतलो 7 inch रहता. That is the neutral thing, basic. And the next thing is your alkaline. Okay, so the plants, some plants like now this is the meter, this is a 3-way meter. Okay, this if I put in this is not working right now. If I put in a planter, if I put in this planter, it will tell me how much sunlight this planter gets. So sunlight hours, the full hours म्हणतात. Some plants can survive in 3 to 4 hours. थोड्यांक 6 to 8 hours जाय आसता. The full day sunlight जाय आसता. So जशी sunlight पडटा तशी ते बरे, they are going to do it well. So this meter shows you water, the moisture level. It shows you the pH level, and it shows you the sunlight. So these three you get in one. Okay. So it's very easy. If you have this, I actually learned from this only, all that pH things and how to change by putting one thing and then checking, and then next the result that I got, then trying something else. So like that I have learned it. It's very easy like to communicate here just within 1 hour. Okay, to prepare the soil it takes 7 to 8 years. It took me 5 years to prepare the soil actually at our place. There was not even 2 inches of soil. Not even 2 inches of soil. It is total rocky thing, and we are growing on that actually. Okay. So what I'm sharing is not from a copied thing here and there. What I have learned, I'm sharing with you. So in that pH scale, you have 1 to 14. You rate it as 1 to 14. So when from 1 to 7, when it comes to 7, it is the neutral. Okay. There are some plants that like neutral, or there are some plants that like little acidic, slight acidic things. Okay. So which plants also I will show you. And when you cross the other side, there are some plants which like even alkaline soil pH, that is 8.5%. Okay. Then next.